Research in Motion announcing it settled its BlackBerry patent dispute with NTP, but it also came with a warning. Now, RIM warning that fourth quarter results will fall far short of expectations because of all that uncertainty that was surrounding the lawsuit. It took a toll on its business. Now, investors, for the most part, shrugged off the warning, focusing instead on the good news with this settlement. Take a look at this stock after hours. You see it was up $14, about 20%. So that was a big run-up for Research in Motion shares coming on Friday. Now, joining us right now to tell us what this means for tech patent holders is Paul Ryan. He's CEO of Acacia Technologies. That's an outsourcing partner in technology licensing. And, sir, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
You know, I was hoping you could shed a little light on exactly what your company does. Now, you take all of these little companies that have technology patents and you kind of pursue their patents. Is that the thought?
Yes, we're an outsourced partner for generally small technology companies, individual inventors, although some of our patents are held by very large companies. We have the expert teams in place of patent-savvy engineers and patent attorneys who can go out and get licensing deals done.
That's very similar to what we saw with NTP. This was a very small company that didn't have a major business, but it did have a patent, and it held on to that patent and followed this lawsuit for more than 4 years. I mean, you take a look at what happened with this settlement. What does this tell you about other potential settlements like this?
Well, most companies act much more responsibly and take license. They do a freedom to operate search, and if they're using another company's technology, they will license it before they even launch the product. In RIM's case, you had a very unusual case where they were very arrogant throughout. They lost in the district court. They were proven to be infringers and indeed willful infringers, and were assessed damages for what the judge characterized as their fraudulent behavior in court. So it was a little surprising that, given that, they dared to appeal the case. They did. The decision was confirmed on appeal. The Supreme Court refused to hear it. So most companies would certainly not take it to the length that they did before they reached a settlement.
Although, Mr. Ryan, there are some who would argue that that patent should have never been issued, that you're dealing with a patent office that just can't keep up with technology at that point. In fact, that's what RIM itself said, is this patent should not have been issued, and they actually won some issues with the patent office recently.
Well, there's a lot of confusion around that issue. If they would have had that information in the court case, they certainly would have used it. The new prior art that was discovered out of Sweden came long after the court case. So the patent office did a perfect job here of granting the patent. Now, if there is prior art discovered at a later date, that could impact the patents, and that's what's occurring now. But it had no impact on the outcome of the trial.
Okay. Mr. Ryan, thank you for your time today. We do appreciate it. Paul Ryan, the CEO of Acacia Technologies, an outsourcing partner in technology licensing, and I'm sure we will hear more about these patent disputes as they come up, because there are a lot of high-tech CEOs who argue that there need to be changes made at the patent office. Joe.